Okay, now we're going to do revision for energy and the sun. So for each question, after reading it, pause the video, try and answer it, and then unpause the video for the answers. Energy and living things. How fast can a cheetah go? More than 70 kilometers per hour. Why do living things need energy? They need energy to carry out life processes. What are some life processes? Growing, eating, drinking, reproduction, and many more. Where do living things get energy from? Where do living things get energy from? They get it from food. Where did the cheetah get its food from? It got it by eating the deer. Where did the deer get its food from? It got it by eating plants. Where do plants get their food from? They get their food by making food through the process of photosynthesis. What does a plant need to make food? It needs water, carbon dioxide, and sunlight. Where does it get its water from? It gets its water from its roots. The water moves from the roots through its stem to its leaves. Where does it get carbon dioxide from? The plant gets carbon dioxide from the stomata, which are tiny openings at the bottom of the leaves. This is what the stomata looks like. Why do plants need chloroplasts? Chloroplasts contain chlorophyll. What are the functions of chlorophyll? It absorbs and interacts with light energy from the sun. What does the light energy do? It converts water and carbon dioxide into sugar and oxygen. Why do the plants need sugar? Sugar is the food that the plants need to have energy to carry out life processes. What happens to the oxygen that had been produced by the plant? It is given out by the plant into the air through the stomata. What are some life processes of plants? Growing and producing flowers, seeds, and fruit. What happens to the sugar in the plant? It is either used by the plant or stored in its roots, stems, and leaves. Why does it need to store sugar? The food is used when the leaves cannot make enough food for the plant. For instance, during winter. Here are some examples of starch being stored. Over here it's stored in the stem, the potato. Over here it's being stored in the root, which is the carrot, and over here in the leaves. Plants and energy. If a plant does not get enough sunlight, what would happen to the color of its leaves? Why do plants shed their leaves when there isn't enough sunlight? Some things to think about. Where do animals get their food from? They get their food from eating other organisms. Energy is transferred from the thing that is being eaten to whatever is eating it. What are herbivores? Herbivores eat only plants. What are carnivores? Carnivores are animals that eat only other animals. What are omnivores? Omnivores eat both plants and animals. How do you know how much energy a packet of food contains? You can check the label and take note of how many kilocalories or kilojoules it has. How do we get electricity? How do we get electricity? We get electricity by burning fossil fuels. How are fossil fuels formed? They are formed from the remains of plants and animals that died millions of years ago. How are fossil fuels linked to the sun? The plants that died millions of years ago needed sunlight to create food. The animals that died millions of years ago consumed plants. What are the disadvantages of burning fossil fuels? We are using them up faster than they could be replaced. Burning them pollutes the air. That's the end of the revision.